Well, hello there. I'm Alexander Abad-Rosa, and today we're going to be looking at Studio Trigger's competitors and see what we can learn from their marketing tactics. If you're unaware, Studio Trigger is a Japanese anime company known for heavily Western media-inspired, fast-paced, action-packed classics such as Kill la Kill, Darling in the Franxx, and most recently, Premiere. Studio Trigger is rooted in social media and audience engagement. Granted, the most prevalent marketing campaign in the anime industry would be broad campaign marketing, such as advertisements in videos or banner ads along websites. Not just Studio Trigger, but its competitors experience more success, though, experimenting with social media. As an example of the success that can be gained from social media campaigns, let's take a look at a sister company, IG Productions, who worked with Adult Swim in airing an animated series called Fooly Cooly in 2001. It was later continued in 2018, and to celebrate, the band who had composed the soundtrack for the anime held a tour across the United States, the show's largest overseas audience. It was a first in the anime industry, as Fooly Cooly is a very niche show, even for anime standards. Even so, IG Productions, even after nearly 20 years, could not ignore its Western fans' demands for the series. What makes this clever is that the anime sells itself not off of the actual show's story. Mind you, that's actually pretty good, and I recommend you go watch that. But it sells itself on the story that's told around the anime. You can follow the story that occurs through social media, as they posted it as it happened. What makes it interesting is following the band now for a look at something a little more local to Studio Trigger. Bandai Namco, a gaming studio, and Sunrise Studio co-own the series Gundam, popular anime series focused on mecha or giant robots. The marketing is everything for this show, as the show sells models and toys, and the toys sell the show. And this is even true in overseas markets. It's more so true in Japan, but it's still just as true here in the United States. Being that most of their audience are young netizens, as in people who are on the internet a lot, they offer most of the Gundam series as something free to watch on their YouTube channel, where they insert their own ads for their model kits, their toys, or upcoming anime releases. Which normally these would be featured on TV or other streaming platforms. But what makes it so useful is that the shows that wouldn't normally be taken up to be streamed, being that Gundam is such a long ongoing series, it started back in 1979, and they've still been making brand new series even today. That doesn't mean Netflix wouldn't put the original Gundam on there, but some Gundam series are much more successful than others. So this offers an opportunity for the more niche shows that don't get put on a streaming platform to be hosted on their free platform, where they can advertise the older model kits that don't ever actually go out of production. It's always possible now today to be able to go buy older model kits. So this gives them an advantage to be able to sell their older versions of product. Now, for the last company, we're going to take a look at a foreign competitor. Studio Trigger is a Japanese anime studio. But how does it deal with someone as big as Disney? Well, let's actually learn from Disney. Disney can do it all. They're a huge company, and they've obviously broken into foreign markets already, as they're in Japan, the UK, all over the world, honestly. Name a place. There's Disney. So what can we learn from Disney? Well, taking a look at their website, Disney.com is linked to many products, all kinds of products, most owned by Disney. Its tight affiliation with many other companies, sports, comics, documentaries, name it. We all understand more links are better in terms of search ranking and SEO, What sets Disney.com apart from other websites is its quality and depth of its links. It's the internet equivalent of all roads lead to Rome, as most entertainment that you search is going to lead you to Disney. The takeaway is to improve SEO, it takes real-world networking, affiliations, and time, especially when trying to break into foreign markets. Each strategy is significant in that at its core, they demonstrate standards to strive toward or untapped opportunities. Older assets can still be utilized to the studio's advantage. For example, Trigger's anime can be put on Patreon to encourage more donors. There are many ways to utilize social media to tell your next product story and boost search engine rankings, especially for the Trigger store. And Trigger's next marketing campaign could focus on reaching out to its Western markets just as much as it does to its local. These are just some takeaways from Trigger's competitors that should be incorporated into future marketing strategies. My name is Alexander Abad-Rosa again, signing out. Hope you enjoyed.